UK, the average person eats about 100 eggs every year. But have you ever thought about where they're coming from? You might remember animal welfare campaigns about battery hens. And in the supermarket, you will have seen terms like free range, barn, and organic on egg boxes. So it sounds like hens aren't kept in cages anymore, right? Sadly not. Most supermarkets and chain restaurants have committed to no longer using eggs from caged hens. But not all, and many restaurants, takeaways, and egg-containing products will still use eggs from farms that keep hens in cages. That means there are still 10 million hens in cages in the UK. There are different types of systems used to cage hens. Barren battery cages are wire cages stacked in rows. Each hen has less than the space of an A4 piece of paper. Around the world, over 7.5 billion hens are still kept in barren battery cages. Hens in these cages struggle to move around and can't do what comes naturally to them: nesting, foraging, scratching, perching and dust bathing. This causes them pain, stress and frustration. Abnormal behaviours like feather pecking can develop. To prevent skin damage from pecking, the sharp beak tip is removed. This is known as beak trimming. Some beak trimming methods can be extremely painful. Thankfully, the UK no longer permits the most painful methods. The EU banned barren battery cages back in 2012. That ban continues in the UK, but that doesn't mean there aren't any cages. The egg industry is still allowed to use what they call enriched cages. These provide a bit more space, perches and a nest area. Although they're a little bit bigger, natural behaviours are still severely restricted in these cages. Given the choice, hens will naturally roam over large areas. They'll spend most of their time pecking and scratching at the ground. They'll also avoid spaces with heights less than about ½ a metre. This is around the height of most enriched cages, and comfort behaviours like wing flapping and body shaking are still restricted. Studies have shown that enriched cages really don't provide much welfare improvement. Domestic breeds, like those used in commercial production, lay around 300 eggs a year. This takes a toll on their bodies and can cause bone breakages due to calcium deficiency. This is particularly true in cage systems where hens can't exercise and strengthen their bones. Cage-free eggs, that's barn, free-range and organic eggs, provide vast welfare improvements for hens. So many people look for these labels. Because no system is perfect, some people are choosing to reduce how many eggs they eat, or cut them out completely. Subscribe to our channel to find out more about how we're working to end the abuse of animals raised for food.